Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Torchwood. Last time on Torchwood, we had Captain Jack Harkness, where basically Jack and Toshiko were sucked back in time through the rift to 1941, where they met Captain Jack Harkness, the original Captain Jack that our Jack took the name of before the events of The Empty Child, basically. So, yeah, that was pretty interesting. The actual Captain Jack was a really interesting character. We got some insight to our Jack, the Jack we know and love. And, and we got sort of what I can only assume is going to be a recurring villain, Billis, who seemed to be able to go back and forth through time at will, and was actually trying to sabotage Jack and Tasha's way home, which was interesting, and at the end we didn't catch him. So yeah, that will be interesting to see. That'll be interesting to see if he comes up again. I assume he has to come up again, but we'll see. This is where I say no spoilers in the comments whatsoever. Let's stick to this episode and previous episodes of both Torchwood and Doctor Who that I have reacted to. And quick announcement. So, something interesting that we can talk about a little bit is that basically next week there will not be a new episode of Torchwood. This is because basically, like, the way my schedule is set up for Doctor Who and Torchwood and everything, basically just there wouldn't... Series 2 of Torchwood doesn't start until the next Christmas special of Doctor Who. So, because of that, there is just not going to be an episode of Torchwood next week. However, there will be an episode of Doctor Who. So next week we're getting 2 Doctor Who episodes instead of just 1. So yeah, that's basically that. With all that being said, let's get into the Series 1 finale of Torchwood. Here we go.
You know it's rude to stare.
Aw, they're not actually happy.
What's he with?
Nice ass.
Oh, God, kill me.
The first sightings were of UFOs over the Taj Mahal in India. Just after midnight.
That don't look like hoaxes.
Judgment Day is finally here. This is the end of days.
Oh boy. Oh my gosh. That's a nice cold open right there.
The cracks in time trace back here to the rift. This city, this hub, is the center. What you're seeing around the world are ripples and aftershocks.
Yeah, Owen did that.
The rift is splintering because of you.
Yeah,
you opened the rift without knowing. Under any other circumstances, an exuberant Roman soldier would be my idea of a perfect morning.
Careful, Jack.
Oh, Jack's gotta go in there.
From the staff, it started spreading to other patients who'd been in reception when she came in.
Is it the plague?
More like the 14th.
Yeah.
It's the fucking Black Death, Tosh.
Yeah. It's the Black
She's
Plague.
infected Cardiff A&E with the plague.
No. It's the darkness. It's that thing that Susie was talking about. There's something in the darkness. Billis?
I'm sorry.
Freaking Billis. Is he the thing in the darkness? Because that's just weird.
Hello, Yelton.
Oh. Come on, don't do this.
There's only one way to stop this.
Oh,
before
it's
things
all...
get worse.
They're all dead people. That's it.
People will die, Yenta, unless you open the rift.
Open the rift?
Who the fuck are you, anyway? Jack Harkness? You don't even exist. We've looked.
Yeah.
So, if you're not even a real person, then why the hell should I follow your orders? Get out.
We can't keep placing the blame game.
You of your duty. You're done here.
Jack, you're losing it.
The whole world is going to shit and you're going to fire me?
You're all losing it.
Both of you.
sometime in the next 24 hours, I get retconned.
Oh.
Memories erased.
Yeah.
I don't know where or when, but he'll get me.
He has
Jack,
to.
this has gone far enough.
Bring in Jack. We can't divide the team like this.
I can see the whole of history, but I don't belong anywhere within it.
You can see all of time.
I'm sorry.
It's like freaking Goku, man. Just
There's
gone.
temporal activity around this location.
Huh? Reese? Ah, crap. Reese is getting killed.
I'm sorry.
What did you just show me?
The future.
Oh.
Again, look, always in a hurry with you ever since you started that bloody job.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
Knocked his ass out. Alright. Poor Reese. He doesn't deserve any of this. No. Don't you friggin' dare. Ah, dicks. So now everyone has gotten a message except for Jack.
Whoa. Take it easy.
What's going on?
Hear us out. You have a lot to catch up on.
This is where I work.
Nobody panic.
What did I just say?
Oh, do you work here?
Oh. Friggin' Billis. Oh, look at that
I'm
friggin' smirk. You evil bastard.
Friend's boyfriend?
Oh. You dick. You know, I never thought just some old man would be the big bad on Torchwood. Man. Jack, you screwed up. This is just sad, man. I know I'm watching Torchwood, but that's just sad, man.
How many other people have got to suffer?
This just reinforces it.
I want to get Reese back.
When?
They're all playing into Billis's hand.
Enter emergency protocol 1.
As bad as this is, Jack is right.
So strong he gets in a cage with a weevil, desperate to be mauled.
Ooh.
Yanto, hiding his cyber girlfriend in the basement. Your 3 comrades here pump bullets into her, remember? Because you're so in love with Reese that you spend half your time in Owen's bed.
Fuck you! We're relieving you of your command, Captain! We're opening that rift and getting back what we lost!
Are they all going to be fired after this season? Because, damn.
Shit!
That shit doesn't faze him. Alright,
What have you done?
Jack's alive. And the rift is open. Man, this is crazy, man. Oh crap, he's gone. Are they all falling through the rift?
Son of the great beast, prisoned beneath the rift.
What?
What?
All hail Abaddon.
Abaddon?
Great divine.
What the hell? Oh my gosh! Is that the son of the devil? When did that get placed? Well, it was in the rift. That's it, not the earth. Just in the rift. This is just so crazy.
How do we stop it? Tell me what to do, Jack.
Oh, now you trust him?
Just you. Abaddon is a bringer of death. Let's see how he does with me. If he feeds on life, then I'm an all-you-can-eat buffet.
No, wait! Wait,
Can you Oh, he's gonna overload him.
Get out of here.
Drive as fast as you can.
This is so out of left field for Torchwood. Good God, that thing is tall. It's not really killing him. It's hurt. It hurts him, definitely. Whoa. Whoa. He's just overloading him with all that bad wolf power. Good job.
You're here.
You just here a minute ago.
You're here.
Okay. So everything is back to normal, like Billis said, but a little differently.
He's ice cold. No vital signs.
He survived when you shot him.
Maybe it's just taking him a while. Man, this is just not what I expected from Torchwood at all, but I did like it.
Thank you.
Hey! He is alive. He came back with not true love's kiss. Because that's just not how it happened. Yeah, everyone gets a hug. This is a hug kind of moment. And Owen's still here. Oh, it's a kiss kind of moment too, apparently. Ah, let bygones be bygones. You fucked up, you fucked up. Who cares? Just make up.
Closed up when Abaddon was destroyed.
Okay.
But it's gonna be more volatile than ever.
Oh, okay.
The visions we had. What visions would have convinced you to open the rift?
The right kind of doctor.
Yeah. The
Jack.
right kind of doctor. The hand! Oh my gosh! Oh, we know that sound.
Jack?
Oh, they're just gone. Jack's just gone.
Jack on your way in. Something's taken him. Jack's gone.
Oh, are we not gonna see it? Nope. Oh my gosh. We don't even get to see it. Man, don't tease me with the doctor. Let me see him. Okay. So that's Torchwood Series 1. Pretty good, I will say. Interesting show we got here, and you know, I'm excited to see where we keep going with this show. And boy, oh boy, did I not expect that that's where we were going just with this episode. Holy crap. All right. So I've got notes, like always. I don't know why I always say that. Every time I start my discussion... Oh, jeez. 1 second. Full length. Sorry, almost forgot. I kind of forgot about you guys. Thanks for tuning in. You can go back and check out my discussion of this episode of Torchwood. See you there. Okay, sorry about that. So, I've got notes, like I was saying. And I don't know why I always say that when I start my discussion. And it's like, I have notes. It's like, well, no crap, I have notes. I always have notes. But yeah, so let's go over these real quick. The first thing I wrote down was the Rift. Interesting. It's just interesting how we keep bringing up the Rift. Oh my gosh, I'm noticing that the lighting is going in and out a bit. Technically, I'm sitting right under my light. I should get a light that actually fans, or that faces me. Maybe I'll do that between episodes, because I think I'm going to record another episode after this. Yeah. So, interesting. Just first off, that the whole show, is revolved around the rift, and that basically, I don't know, it's just interesting just how this whole chaos came about because of opening the rift even further, and so many more things were traveling through it. I wrote down dead because we saw a bunch of visions, people getting visions, telling them to open the rift. Now, who was making those visions? Was that Billis or was that Abaddon? I really don't know one way or the other. I would assume it... Because see, okay, and we'll talk about Abaddon in a second. But... Yeah, so on the one hand, Abaddon seems like the perfect... seems like the obvious choice as to why they're seeing these visions. Because he's a demon guy. He probably has some sort of telepathic way of showing them people from their past. But yeah, I'm not sure. But on the other hand, Billis does see through all of time. He sees the past, the present, the future, pretty much all this at the same time. And he showed Gwen a vision of the future. But it wasn't exactly the future, because in the actual future, he kills Reese at Torchwood, not at their house. So that's the other thing. So maybe it's not really that... maybe it's not exactly that Billis can see the future. Well, although maybe he can. But maybe he's just telepathic and he's able to... he is able to show them different visions. So I'd say Billis is a strong candidate. I wrote down divide. It makes sense that in the finale, when there's all this chaos and horrible crap going on, an obvious plot that you could write is the team is like breaking up, which further escalates the conflict. But yeah, I do like that basically Jack was right all along. Like, I was kind of like going through the episode, I was kind of thinking to myself, well, Jack is really screwing up. He shouldn't be, pushing them away like this. And I thought, well, wait a second. No, because that's, well, okay. There's evil on many sides of this, basically. Because to an extent, they are all right. Every single one of them, Jack and all the others, to an extent, they are all right. However, Jack shouldn't have gone so far to divide them and basically relieve Owen of duty. And then and then just the fact that, there was still division. Well, that divided up the rest of the group, and eventually they went with Owen, and they sided with him, and they sided with Gwen when they were trying to open the rift and stuff. But the thing about that is it all plays into Billis's plan, basically. All of this, the team dividing, that's all part of Billis's plan, basically. So let's talk about Billis a little bit, because I wrote down Billis again. Interesting antagonist. I'm still really not sure what the hell he is, but he's someone who can move back and forth through time at will. And yeah. And okay, so the whole reason in the 40s that he sabotaged the paper that Tosh had written, he did that so that Owen would have to open the rift, and this could feed more into his plans to release Abaddon. So yeah, Billis, I guess he's just some sort of servant of Abaddon. I'm really not sure. And then Abaddon, I wrote down him. What the hell? Where did that come from? Where did Abaddon come from? I don't know. This dude just came from nowhere. It's like, okay, the way that Billis was describing him, it's like, the son of the Dark One. It's like, are we to imply that this is, like, the Antichrist, basically? Like, because in Doctor Who, we had Satan in Series 2, and we defeated him, and we killed him by throwing him, by basically trapping him, well, killing him through the black hole. And then, now, this is, like, the son of the Dark One. I assume they're talking about the son of Satan, who was imprisoned within the Rift. Honestly, why don't you just imprison him in the same sort of black hole? Who imprisoned him in the Rift, too? I don't know. Is that like a Time Lord thing, maybe? I don't know. Well, no, that couldn't even be a Time Lord thing. Because they said, like, Satan was locked away, like, before the universe or something. So that would have had nothing to do with the Time Lords. So, yeah, that's... I don't know. Abaddon just came out of nowhere, started wrecking Cardiff, and Jack just gave up all of his life energy, all of that bad wolf energy, and just utterly destroyed him. And that's just a small fraction, I assume, of the bad wolf power. Because I assume only a small fraction was used to bring him back to life, and that amount of power killed him. That's pretty crazy. So, yeah. So that's really great. And then I also wrote down Reese. Poor Reese. This guy can't catch a break. Like, seriously. This poor guy just cannot catch a friggin' break when, you know, he gets killed by some old dude. He keeps having to trust Gwen without any knowledge of what's happening or anything. So, yeah. And then the last thing I wrote down was Doc, as in the right kind of doctor. I like that they brought that up, and I like that, because, you know, Gwen said, like, you know, who would have to convince you to do what we did? And I like, it's not like, not Estelle, not Captain Jack Harkness, the real Captain Jack, like, no one except the doctor. Like, if there's going to be if you want to convince Jack Harkness to do something with the Rift, you have to be the doctor in order to convince him to do it. I do like that. I really do like that. And that's basically all I wrote. So, yeah. Can't wait to see where we're going from here. I'm assuming that Captain Jack is now going to be on Doctor Who, which makes me excited to go record that, and I'm pretty much going to try to go do that right now, basically. So, yeah, that is basically it for this episode and this series of Torchwood. Overall, I really enjoyed it. Maybe not as much as I enjoyed Doctor Who, but this was pretty solid, I think. It had its ups and downs, but overall, pretty good, I'd say. So, yeah, remember next week we are not going to have an episode of Torchwood. We're going to have an extra episode of Doctor Who on Monday, 3x12, and then that same week on Wednesday will be the Series 3 finale. And then the following week we'll be back to Torchwood. So, that means classic Doctor Who's coming up soon. Shit, I better record that. I'm going to have to get on that, like, this weekend. So, yeah. That's basically that. So, with all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to rewatch my complete Series 1 reactions to Torchwood, you can click on the playlist. You can subscribe if you haven't done that already. You can support me on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. And you can follow me on social media. Links below in the description. See you guys later.